try to do what's called surveillance mode or tracking mode, where they have drivers that are acting this erratically and this dangerously. They will back off the lights and sirens and only follow with the air unit. We have seen that multiple times, but that is not the case. This air commander here is keeping this pursuit in a full engagement mode. Lights and sirens behind this car as they continue on Del Amo Boulevard.
Absolutely, and they so often back off, hoping that that driver will slow down and drive a little safer. But this driver, so aggressive, so dangerous, going so fast down these roads, and it is just really tough to watch at times because he is going so fast in the wrong direction. People don't expect to see this coming right at them like that, and it almost takes a moment. You know, if you don't have those headlights on, it takes a moment to realize that that car is coming towards you and not going away from you. So very dangerous. These are the worst types of pursuits, and obviously these officers are trying to stay close, which helps these drivers actually see at least those lights and hear the sirens coming right behind. And this officer, I'm sure, would love to be able to do a pit maneuver, but this driver just going way too fast for anything like that right now.
You're right, Amy. That almost looked like a pit maneuver, which seems very risky on this part of the road at this speed. But that driver, that LAPD SUV does appear to look like they may be getting right into pit maneuver position right there. But that was at an intersection with a center island. Very risky here. And now hard on the brakes, trying to squeeze through and maybe into the bushes, Amy? I don't think there's a road there. I'm not sure where this driver went.
Unless he made a U-turn. Did he make a U-turn?
Oh, no, he's still there.
Still on the wrong side of the road.
Kept going and just made it back onto the road. But now we can see that does look like a man in a camouflage hat and a beard, tattoos on his right arm, and a white shirt, blue jeans. So very clear description on that driver there with the incredible zoom on the end of SkyCal's lens. Was able to see that man in there. It looks like he is the only one, and once again,
on the wrong side of the road, and it's unnecessary.
For no reason. Exactly right. This may be some sort of an attempt to try and throw off LAPD. Really, really dangerous and not yielding the kind of results that this driver is hoping for, and that he thinks that LAPD is going to back off. They're not, and now just back and forth over the road and onto the sidewalk again.
Oh my gosh.
This is a small frontage road here, and now we're heading into a neighborhood. This is in the Lakewood area, Hawaiian Gardens area, to the east of the San Gabriel Freeway. That's basically where we're at right now.
Mark, this has just been so tough to watch, so dangerous. This driver just going so fast, and you wonder if he's trying to get to a certain point to actually run, if he knows someone in this area. Dead end right here, and he is getting out to run, and there he goes out of the car, running down into the grass, and you see him. He is running fast, and hopefully officers were able to get on one of those other streets to catch up with him, because he is running fast. But SkyCal is certainly keeping a very close eye on this man. Again, he is wanted for stealing a car. This has been going on for almost an hour. One passenger that was in with him, a woman, was able to get out of the car at one point, just got out at an intersection and stood there. Officers were able to detain her. It looks like he's slowing down a little bit, getting a little tired, Mark.
Yeah, well, this man was running at a full sprint. One of his shoelaces is untied. But LAPD, they have their air unit overhead. We are not the only ones keeping an eye on this suspect. The LAPD air commander has eyes on him as well, and they are in the process of vectoring in LAPD ground units here. That ground unit that was behind him got caught there at the end of the park. It looked like a park that perhaps he ran through, but now and a single LAPD officer, no, two coming up from behind. That officer holding a green taser in his hand. He is very likely calling out to commands as this suspect is going to get tired. And we may see a taser activation here as that first LAPD officer now tackling that suspect being taken into custody.
Oh, wow. Wow, this is, I mean, certainly best case scenario, because the way he was driving, oh, look at him. Oh, gosh, yeah, he's still struggling there.
Yeah, he was trying to talk to officers. I could see there, I'm much closer to a monitor here, and I could see that he was trying to talk to officers. And who knows what he was trying to say, but it looks like it's unclear if that officer deployed the taser or not. But this suspect now taken into custody. Doesn't appear that he offered too much resistance, and handcuffed He'll be taken right off to very likely the LAPD division that started this, which I think was Harbor Division. So they'll be back to Wilmington with this suspect.
Well, certainly a good ending to this pursuit, Mark, because it could have been a very, very worse situation the way he was driving on those roads. But all right, we are going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.